we shall be solving the second model problem that is based on मल्टीपल रिग्रेशन इक्वेशन. एक हमने अभी किया और एक जैसा कि हमने कहा कि इसमें थोड़ा कैलकुलेशन में हम एस्केप करें. My purpose is not to solve the problem. My purpose is to make you to find the values. The procedure is more important, and the larger objective of this lecture is to make you capable to test the hypothesis with the help of this multiple regression equation. So this is the ideal problem. You can see this is the ideal problem, and perhaps both these problems have been taken from the book of S.K. Mangal, but the first problem appears in many books. I have seen the problem in many books, and that is why I have taken. So the second problem you can see. As you know, there are three variables, and of course for this multiple regression equation there is the need of at least three variables. There is the concept of more than three variables, but two independent variable and one dependent variable must be there in order to employ multiple regression equation, or in order to find or determine the multiple regression equation. Here in the problem, intelligence is there, memory subtest is there, and reasoning subtest is there, and these intelligence, memory, reasoning are consecutively x1, x2 and x3. So m1 is given, sigma 1 is given, r12 is given, and like this all these values are given. What we have to do, like the previous problem, firstly we have to find the multiple regression equation. You know the process, and again by putting some value of x2 and x3 we have to find the value of x1, rather we have to predict the value of x1 by putting the value of x2 and x3. So the problem is this. Again you can write the value. I shall be only writing the value only. So this is the regression equation in which we have to find the value x2 and b13 dot 2 x3 plus k. You can compute. Firstly, when you will find the value of beta 12 dot 3, it is 0.327. Like that, the value of beta 13 dot 2 is equal to 0.543. Now you know the formula. You have written the formula. By using you can compute. Again, putting these values in b12.3, you can find the value of b12.3, that is equal to 0.556, and b13.2 at 0.535. By putting all these values in order to compute k, you will find k is equal to 11.969, and that is equal to 12, we can see. So b12, b13 and k, by putting you can find the equation, that is the first part of our problem, that is equal to 0.556 x2 and plus 0.535 x3 and plus 12. So this is the equation. पहला प्रॉब्लम इतना लेंदी इसलिए हुआ कि हमने बीटा 1 2 का 1 3 का बीटा 1 3 का, फिर B12.3 का, फिर B13.2 का, फिर K का वैल्यू निकाला और सारे वैल्यूज को फिर इस इक्वेशन में डाला। अब ये सारे वैल्यूज आप कंप्यूट करो, हमने वैल्यूज लिख दिए हैं, प्रोसेस में हम उसको कैलकुलेट नहीं करेंगे जैसा कि हमने पहले भी कहा। एंड दिस इज नॉट द पर्पस ऑफ डिलीवरिंग द लेक्चर। द पर्पस इज टू मेक यू find or determine the multiple regression equation and solving the problem, and ultimately using this multiple regression equation in order to find the relationship of one dependent variable, and rather in order to predict the dependent variable with the help of two independent variables. So when you will solve, you will see this is second part is saying that you have to put मतलब x2 का वैल्यू आपको 80 दिया हुआ है और x3 का वैल्यू 40 दिया हुआ है। मतलब मेमोरी टेस्ट का जो वैल्यू है वो 80 है, सब मेमोरी टेस्ट, और फिर रीजनिंग सब टेस्ट का जो वैल्यू है दैट इज 40, तो थर्ड वैल्यू। इस इक्वेशन में क्योंकि जो भी वैल्यू हम प्रेडिक्ट करने के लिए पुट करेंगे वो इसी इक्वेशन में पुट करेंगे। यदि 60 है तो 60 पुट करके निकालेंगे, 70 है यदि दूसरा वैल्यू 40 की जगह तो उसको निकालेंगे। लेकिन ये जो स्पेसिफिक प्रॉब्लम है इसको यदि हम x2 = 80 और x3 = 40 डाल के कैलकुलेट करेंगे, द फाइनल वैल्यू विल बी 78। सो व्हेन द वैल्यू ऑफ x2 = 80 and value of x3 = 40, the value of x1 will be 78. We can predict x1 by other values with the help of other values of x2 and x3, और फिर उसके ट्रेंड को मेजर करके हम देखेंगे कि कैसे यदि x1, x2 और x3 का चेंजेस कैसे ज्वाइंटली इफेक्ट करता है x1 के चेंज को, तो इसी को प्रेडिक्शन करते हैं कितना। सो वी हैव सॉल्व्ड द प्रॉब्लम, द मॉडल प्रॉब्लम। व्हाट इज इम्पोर्टेंट? द इम्पोर्टेंट इज दैट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर सर्टेन फॉर्मूला एंड यू कैन सॉल्व द स्पेसिफिक प्रॉब्लम। यू कैन फाइंड द रिक्वायर्ड रिग्रेशन मल्टीपल रिग्रेशन इक्वेशन, and with the help of these equations, few others जो हमने कल देखा था, we can test the hypothesis. So this is all about this part of lecture. Now we shall be talking in terms of objectives and hypothesis related to regression and prediction. Thank you.